All right. Well, let's see who shows up. Hopefully, we'll get a few people. When you join, please make sure to say hi so I know you're here. All right. Well, this says we've got one person joining us. So, hey, Life in the Valley. How you doing, neighbor? You got all those 2x4s done? Good morning, Lynn. Good to see you join. Marilyn and Rebel Canners. So nice to see everyone. Tracy's so sweet. He always reminds people when I go live. It's nice to have friends like that. And of course, I know Marilyn's always here. At some point, she joins in. So I hope everyone is having a good day. Here especially, it is ridiculously wet. Good morning, Tracy. And Canadian Family Life. Hello. So glad to have you join. Yeah, exactly, Lynn. Rain and more rain. And yeah, we got water in the basement now, which isn't fun. Good morning, Ellie. So, but yeah, hope. Raining down there too. Yeah, this seems to be quite a large weather system that's going through. And I really hope that we don't get all our rain now and then have a very dry summer. That's what Jason is scared of. Well, thank you. So you'll have to let me know what your name is, Canadian Family Life, so I can write it in my book because I've got a great memory. It's just really, really short. So, and afterwards, I will make sure I check out your channel as well because that'll be nice. 4 inches of rain since yesterday. Yeah. Well, at least an inch of it is in my basement in the actually right over near our panel. It's just coming in. I had to put a great big board out last night over top of our plants, or over top of the basement window out front. And unfortunately, it may or may not damage the plants, but basement's more important than the flowers. So it just started raining. Okay. So I don't know where you're located, Canadian Family Life. You know what? Jason was just saying the same thing the other day as we were driving up through Madoc area. He says, it's been way too long since there's been fires to clean things up. And everybody's got brush piles from the storms sitting around. Yeah, hot, dry summer. Yeah, and we don't have our water catchment hooked up, unfortunately. It's not fun. Yeah, kind of scary. Yeah. So first fire last night, and now it's raining. Okay. Yeah, we've got a whole bunch of stuff in our outside burn pit waiting, but right now here in Lanark County, we have a burn ban that is still in effect. It'd be kind of nice to have it lifted for the weekend for those who are camping nearby for the conference. And yeah, but at least it's supposed to be, the rain is supposed to stop Thursday afternoon. It's supposed to be nice and sunny on Friday. So hopefully that'll dry things up for everybody. And then Saturday, yes, now they're saying 18 degrees, 18 and sunny. So that's going to be nice. And where we're located this year, it's not going to be near as windy, which will be great. So I don't know, Canadian Family Life, I don't know if you're aware, but we are hosting the Eastern Ontario Homesteading Conference on Saturday, this Saturday, just 6 days away. And yeah, it's in McDonald's Corners at the Agricultural Hall. And we will be having 5 different seminars. And they're going to be talking about everything from regenerative farming. Our dear Tracy is going to be talking about DIY solar and his system, and going to be talking about, everything jumped, fermenting and intensive gardening. Yeah, the black flies. And apparently in Madoc, they were saying the black flies are out. And ticks, yes. I have already pulled one off of myself. I had one crawling on my arm. That one hadn't attached yet, but I did actually get bit by one this year, and already. And yeah, not happy. Haven't found any on the dogs yet, which is amazing. So we'll see how things go this year. Yeah, ticks and mosquitoes. I've definitely got lots of mosquito bites already. Oh, 5 already so far. That's not good. Yeah, and they're saying that it's going to be a really big year for the ticks and for the black flies, just because of how wet the spring is, and then how it's going to warm up and be hot. 7 to 10 off Hank. I'm going to take a wild guess and say Hank's your dog. Oh, they do like sawdust. Darn. I was going to think about putting some sawdust around the house. I think you're getting some. Okay, if you disappear, we'll know you've got a power outage there. Pulled 3 ticks off of David, none on the dogs. They seem to love David. Yeah, I find that there's certain people that definitely get bit more than others. I know I get bit more than Jason does, and definitely more than our son. So I don't know. Try and get what you can now, that's for sure. And Hank's the puppy. Okay. Yeah, so anyways, as I was saying, we've got the homesteading conference this weekend. I was on the radio on Saturday, and that was a lot more fun. I was so nervous about it, but it was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. And of course, it really helped that the gentleman that I was in the studio talking with, reminded me of my husband's uncle. So it was like, this is just wonderful. And the time went by so fast. So I really enjoyed it. And we've got a lot of interest. I'm getting emails every day. People who heard us on the radio, who have seen the posters and so on, that are wanting to know more information about the conference. And so it's really great. Okay, you had to get for some tick thing a few years back, and it goes after the joints. He was really sore. Starts with P. It's expensive. He's always on tick meds. Yeah, my dog cannot take. Our one dog is allergic to the tick medicine. So, and we've tried all different types. And unfortunately, even if we treat our other dog, he has a terrible reaction. So we have to just be incredibly vigilant about doing tick checks all the time. They have to bite him first. He's the head of a herd conditioner on him, as it is a bunch of stuff to keep. I'm not sure exactly what that is. So, hey Dave, how's the rain? It's in my basement. That's how it's going. Yeah. And so we've got, last night at one point, one part of our basement had a full 1.5 inches of rain in there, and it was just pouring in the one window. So not enjoying that. Okay, your pug can't take the tick meds, but Lily can. Yeah, see, neither one of my dogs can take the oral tick medication. But so I was having to use the topical stuff that you put on their back, but Hemi can't even take that anymore. Like, I don't know if it's the smell or whatever, but the last time it happened, he was having seizures, and it was really bad. So our vet has said that there is nothing that he can take. But conditioner for horses that has a bunch of citronella. Okay. I will have to find that. I'm sure they have it at some of the stores. Of course, you can also let me know who's got it locally, since we're both local. Yeah, it keeps the bugs off. Okay. Oh, at the feed stores. Do Dodds and Irwin have that? Because if so, Jason's driving past there today. Might be able to get him to swing through. For those of you who aren't local, Dodds and Irwin's is our local feed store, and they are amazing. It's a wonderful family business, and I just can't say enough about them. They're just amazing people. Veterinary Secrets on YouTube for tick solutions. Okay, I'm going to write that down because my brain does not remember anything. So, okay. So, oh, okay. Wool growers. Okay, I'm in there all the time because of the goats, so that's not a big deal. I will pick it up there. Good morning, Ecocentric Homestead. chatting about anything in particular. We've been talking about the rain. We've been talking about ticks. We've been talking a bit about the homesteading conference. So, what's on your mind this morning? I'm just glad you were able to join us. Let's see. As far as the conference is concerned, everything's set up. All the chairs are already set up because we had an event there a couple weeks ago. Last week. And there's been nothing booked at the hall since then. So they decided to just leave the chairs already up. So there's very little to actually do on Thursday afternoon when we go to set up. We're going to be making sure that the sound system is working and that the projector is working, and I'm not sure if it's Bluetooth or HDMI cord, so we'll figure that out. But yeah, things are going well for the homesteading conference. So, anything else, everyone? Okay. Yes, definitely recommended to have cash, especially since the entrance into the conference, into the actual seminars, is by donation. I've done up a coffee can. It looks cute. Well, it's got like paper on it, so it's not an actual coffee can anymore. And it's just, have cash on hand, because that's how you're getting in and out. Well, how you're getting in. And then once someone has donated, we're going to give you a green bracelet so that we're not bothering you again for a donation. But of course, remember, if you really want it to happen again next year, we're going to need the donations to help cover the costs. Really, it would be lovely to meet you in person. And yeah, Alyssa's leaving for Alberta. Okay, so hopefully it's a good visit that's taking her out west, and nothing bad, nothing wrong. But yeah, it would be great, even if you can just come out for part of it. Depending on which seminar if there's one particular seminar you're really interested in, that would be, even if you can just try and make it for that would be really nice. So, yes, it stops raining on Thursday, clears up. Friday, it's supposed to be sunny, which is good. And it's supposed to be nice and warm and sunny on Saturday as well, for which I'm grateful. And then Sunday's going to be really busy as well, because at noon, Lynn and I are supposed to be going to the McDonald's Corners Reuse Center. I'm going to introduce her to that. Actually, Lynn, I'm going to need you I'll be messaging you after all of this to discuss everything. And I have a few more, thrift shops if you feel like. So, okay, her mom, girls are, that'll be fun. Be back soon. People are here for, okay. Yeah. So Life in the Valley he processes wood for people. He was getting a load of 2x4s ready. So that'll be, so that's great. Like, it's nice to have some local people to get your wood from. Yes. Yes. Thank you, Tracy. Yes. Please hit the like button. Yeah. You don't have to. Yeah. I forgot. So last year, the conference was the day before Mother's Day, because the 1st of May fell on Sunday. This year, Mother's Day isn't until the week after the conference. So there's not as much of a rush for you to get back for the kiddos. Though I'm sure they'll miss you, and the puppies your dogs will want to see you. I don't know about you, but I can go for 10 minutes and my dog acts like I've been gone for a week, and he goes absolutely ballistic and he's jumping and going crazy. And so it's nice, but it's nice because, at least that way someone's happy to see me when I get back. Whereas with teenagers and adult children, they just go, "Oh yeah, hi." So you think you're going to stay until Monday, unless your mom is right and the RCMP is just waiting to arrest you. Oh yeah. No, we won't let them take you. Don't worry. But that'll be nice that you're staying for a while. So maybe we'll get to have a bit more of a visit depending on where you're staying. But yeah, there is a thrift store within walking distance of your hotel, Lynn. Like literally, it's like not even a 5-minute walk. Maybe 5 minutes, depending on where your hotel is and or where your hotel room is and how long it takes to get the elevator down. But yeah, it's literally, it's like it's across the street and across the street and up a couple. So that'll be great for you for Friday evening to go and have a nice evening. I don't know what their hours are. I'll try and see if I can find that out for you, though. Yeah, it'd be the OPP, the Ontario Provincial Party Poopers, the Ontario Party Poopers Association. Might have to get seconds on the poutine. Oh, definitely. Stock up on poutine. Yeah. Yeah, thrift stores are always fun. And then I had already sent you, tagged you in a post for Gore Street Market, and they have a ton of antique dealers, but they're very for the most part, everything's very reasonably priced in there, and it's tons and tons of vendors. And so, I have found everything from cast iron pans and frying pans and pots and stuff, to jewelry, antique, evening bags. They have, like, you name it, there's everything. Oh, Aiden has a track meet on Friday, so you don't know what time you'll get here. Okay. Well, we'll chat more. We can chat more on Messenger afterwards anyways. But oh, good, you liked their Facebook page. And the owner of the market of Gore Street, he's very nice, and his name is Aaron, and he's just a wonderful person, and very, very friendly people that work there too. So saw a few things in the photos. Yes. Yeah, and that's a great thing. You can kind of go shopping by when he posts all the pictures. You just tap on the picture and then expand it, and you can look and have a better idea. I've done that before, and then there have been times I've even phoned him up and said, "Okay, Jason's on his way. This is what I saw. This, it's in this picture. It's this item. Can you have it at the front of the store for me?" And they've done that. They have. They've been absolutely awesome. So, let's see what else. Oh yeah, and then on Sunday, I also have to run out to Madoc because we're picking up some plum trees, a plum tree. So I'm excited about that because plum trees are one of my favorite things. hope the back road's not washed out. No, back roads have been pretty good. So that's not too bad. I believe they are open on Sunday. I will double check for you, Lynn. I'm pretty sure, but again, as I said, I can double check and let you know that afterwards. I'm not sure what the hours are for the thrift store that's right by your hotel. Trying to remember what it's called. My mind's drawing a blank. But I know that they are run by a church, one of the churches. And then as you're heading towards your hotel, right beside Metro, there is Jewel's Closet, and it's a secondhand store as well. They do a lot of clothing, but they have a few other things as well. But so there's that as well. Okay, great. Hey, Torrin, but you really need to try and get a few things done. All right. Well, thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. And we'll be talking soon. Thanks, Lynn. All right. So, what else is up, guys? How was everybody's weekend? As I said, we did I was on the radio station on Lake 88 on the one show promoting the conference. And then the weekend kind of went south a bit. We had one of our, because we raise rabbits for meat, but then we also had, we have house bunnies. We have pet bunnies as well. And my old boy Dashiell, he unfortunately passed away on Saturday. But we have no idea how old he had been when we got him. But he was a dwarf rabbit. So he was, just a little wee thing. So that's one of the reasons I'm getting a plum tree, because whenever we do have a pet that passes, we always plant a tree or something, we put something that's perennial over top just to mark the spot and, do some good. So that their passing isn't entirely in vain. So, yeah. Well, this says I'm down to 2 people, so I don't know who's still here, as everyone seemed to have gone quiet. But yeah, so today I'm just trying to get a few things done before the weekend. I have a few emails to do, catch up on some laundry. Nothing fun, nothing exciting today. This is the highlight of the day. Getting to chat with you guys. Let's see what else is going on. Your bank doesn't carry Canadian, so you'll have to exchange at the border or in Canada. Yeah. Some banks will have affiliations with Canadian banks. Maybe if that's an option, you can get it here. At the border is probably one of your best bets. I don't know where there's a place for exchange other than that. I remember when I was younger, you used to just go to the mall and there was always a kiosk that would do exchanging of money in different for different countries and so on. But yeah, it's been so long since I went to the States. Last time I was in the States, it was our honeymoon almost 27 years ago. So, and at that point, we just went to our bank. We called our bank and said, okay, this is where we're going. This is what we're doing. And we'd like to arrange to have this much money, cash, and traveler's checks in American currency. And we booked the appointment. We went in, picked everything up, and it was no big deal. So, and it's really expensive when using debit cards or credit cards to do the exchange rate. Sometimes they can gouge you for that. So, I don't know. That's okay. It'll be an adventure for you, Tracy, finding a place to get your Canadian cash. Some Canadian businesses will take American money and give you change back in Canadian, and they'll figure all that out for you. In Germany and Europe, you can exchange it almost everywhere. Yeah, well, things are so much different over there. You can also drive through, what is it, like a half dozen countries in one day, where depending on which direction you're going, you can't even drive out of out of Ontario in a day. It's at least 2 days. Like, it's a full day's drive to get to Wawa. It's 11 and a half hours. And then it's almost another day's drive just to get out of Ontario into Manitoba. Yeah, gotta love an adventure. And that's how you have to look at everything nowadays. Everything's going to be an adventure. For good or for bad, it's an adventure, and you'll learn from it. Yeah, very small countries. Yeah. I've never actually been to Europe. I've never been anywhere you have to go to on a plane. So if I can't drive there, I don't really have an interest in going. Yes, Wawa is a place. It's all one word. It's around the top of Lake Superior, and it's where you will find the giant Canadian goose statue. So, and I have many friends who, shortly after we moved here from Barrie, they moved out to Wawa. So, but it's absolutely beautiful up there. It's got some amazing views, with the lake there and everything. It's gorgeous. So 10 hours from Sault Ste. Marie to Thunder Bay. Okay. I wasn't sure exactly what it was, but I knew that it took a fair bit of time. I went to Thunder Bay once as a very small child. I slept most of the way, so I had no sense of time. That explains the end of one of the Eagles' song. Here come the wolves. Oh, I'd never noticed they have a skit that says, okay. I had never paid attention to that close enough. But speaking of Eagles, just over between Playforville and Fallingbrook, just past Fallbrook, we saw a giant bald eagle over by Mud Lake. So saw that yesterday as we were out, and that was gorgeous. We do have quite a few bald eagles out this way. They were endangered out here. Like, people hadn't seen them for forever, it seemed. But the last 7 or 8 years, they've been really making a comeback. And I have a picture on my camera somewhere of a bald eagle eating someone's duck, a Pekin duck up in the trees. So as long as they leave my chickens alone, I don't care. So, so what else is up with everyone? I know Tracy's busy getting ready for next weekend, and Dave's busy getting ready for next weekend. Yeah, they are huge. We see them quite well. There's 8 eaglets that are nesting just across the river down by the Chinese restaurant and Sylvania Lodge, the campground. And they're amazing to see. For the most part, I think they feel our chickens aren't really worth it, but our chickens are getting better at running for cover when they do see birds. We've also had a lot of owls lately. Starting at around 6-7 o'clock in the evening, you start hearing them in the trees across the field, and they're very, very vocal. We've had a lot more bats this year already. We had one get in the house on Saturday night, so that was fun. Our son was home by himself, and all of a sudden we get a phone call. How long before you get home? There's a bat in the house. So, but he got it. He caught it in his baseball cap and was able to get it outside. So that worked. But it was his excitement for the evening. So you guys aren't very chatty now. Makes my job harder. I know everybody's busy doing stuff. Oh, you're back. Okay. So I hope everyone was happy with the 2x4s they were picking up. If you do make it to the conference, make sure you introduce yourself to my husband. He'll be the MC. And we're always looking for good places to get decent 2x4s and decent wood for all our projects. And we definitely believe in supporting small businesses because that's, it's integral to the economy, to everything. You were making, okay, I'll forgive you. I make my tea beforehand and then I just have to sip it slowly throughout the whole thing. So it's a farm on Clayton. Work often logging, cleaning it. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's real close to here. I think we had a poster up in Clayton at the general store. I know we had dropped one off and they said they'd put it up. But yeah, that's good because Jason will be happy to talk to you too. Oh, your coffee got cold. Yeah, it's kind of a damp day. I don't know about over at your place, but here it's like even the fire, it's 20 degrees in the house, but it still has that damp feel, even though I've got the fire going. So the farm's around 200 years old. No one's taken care of it in the last 100. Ooh. Cedar, cherry, and ash. Nice. When we built our chicken coop, we had been given some ash logs from a friend of ours, and so we used 4 of those logs as the 4 pillars for the corners of our chicken coop. So it's not going anywhere. It's one very, very heavy chicken coop, and it's a fairly good size. It's very damp and gray. Yeah. Kind of day you want to just kind of curl up and grab a book. Chris and Shelley at the store are great, and I'm sure they have it up. Okay. Yeah, they've been very nice whenever I've gone in there. So last winter you did a bunch of videos unlocking it and cleaning it up. Okay. Nice. I'll have to go back and watch a few of them. So but guys, I'm sorry, but this weather is really getting to me and I'm feeling tired, which is terrible because I've got caffeinated tea. I've already had coffee this morning, several cups, but I find this kind of weather really gets to me. But I think I'm going to say goodbye, and I will see you. Hopefully I'll see you on Saturday, and I'll see Tracy on Saturday, that's for sure. And Tracy on the Facebook. Oh, you fell. That's not good. Yeah, oh, I can't drink those monster drinks or anything like that. To me, they taste nasty. But Tracy, our phone number is on the Facebook page for the Eastern Ontario Homesteading Conference. So if you get into town and you feel like getting together, just give us a call or message me on Facebook and we'll see what we can do. Okay. Yeah, take care, guys. Have a great day. And we'll see you soon. Bye.